I speak on behalf of the Global Initiative for Economic, Social and Cultural Rights and the CSO FFD mechanism. We're not here to debate whether there is a financing or debt crisis. The evidence is clear. We're here to demand solutions that center people and planet grounded in human rights norms and obligations. These are not voluntary principles or best practices for states to optionally decide to comply with or not. They are binding international legal imperatives that are mandatory upon all members of the United Nations. The outcome document must mark a decisive shift away from the private finance first model reflected in multiple sections, including paragraph 14 and 27, which promote private sector engagement and blended finance without adequate safeguards. Private finance can never substitute for public investment in rights. It must be regulated, not merely relied on. A rights-based approach to financing means that all efforts, public or private, must contribute to human rights realization and uphold the principle of do no harm. Yet paragraphs 5 and 12 currently lack clear commitments to ensuring that resources are mobilized and spent in ways that guarantee, rather than merely mention, economic, social, cultural, and environmental rights in practice. We are deeply concerned that proposals such as climate loans and extractive-led green transitions, as seen in paragraphs 22 and 31, shift burdens onto the global south, displacing communities, especially indigenous peoples, and harming ecosystems, while enabling continued profit for actors in the global north. That is not sustainable development. It is development at the expense of human rights and under a market-based business logic, favoring the world's biggest polluters, rich nations. We urge edits to, first, paragraph 22C, to ensure that national development plans are aligned with human rights obligations, not only economic policy. Second, paragraph 12, to make explicit that public resources must be used to realize rights, not just refer to them. Third, paragraph 31, to ensure that ODA and climate finance are provided as grants, not loans, thereby not exacerbating already unsustainable debt burdens. We call on member states to A, reaffirm that public services and social protection are rights, not commodities, ensuring they are publicly financed, universally accessible, and gender transformative. B, restore ambitious proposals from the Zero Draft, including a UN Framework Convention on Sovereign Debt Restructuring, stripped from the current text but essential to ensure equitable debt restructuring and existential fiscal space. And C, hold IFIs accountable, particularly the IMF and World Bank, to comply with their human rights obligations, which are binding upon them as specialized agencies of the United Nations. In conclusion, to build a just global financial system, we need human rights to be placed at the center of financing commitments. We thank you very much.